Hello everyone, and welcome for the last campaign of the Dawn of the Dukes. And it will be the hardest one with 3 swords, Jan Zizka. We're gonna play with Bohemians, a civilization that I couldn't try so far. So let's read. Dawn of the Dukes campaign. Jan Zizka. 1405 to 1424. One-eyed Jan Zizka spent his youth as a mercenary fighting for honor and coin. But his destiny changed forever when he heard the preachings of the reformer Jan Hus in Prague. As a champion of the Hussite cause and the leader of its invincible armies, Zizka shepherded existing notions of warfare with technological and tactical innovations. Cement the legacy of one of history's great generals by galvanizing mere peasants into highly disciplined units and leading them to the triumph over the Holy Roman Emperor's knightly armies. In this campaign, you play as the Bohemians. So very good. So the One-Eyed Wonder. The first scenario, which is actually a scenario where we can make an achievement, which is Marauder something. We're gonna discover when I get it. But the achievement is about destroying every village, every Bohemian village in this campaign. So in this scenario, sorry. So let's do it. I have no idea how it is. The scenario is the first time ever, and I have no idea how it is to play with Bohemia. I just read about it. So let's try it.
When magnates quarrel, the realm trembles and commoners bleed. My beloved Bohemia has been enveloped by a grim shadow. Led by the devious and cruel Heinrich of Rosenberg, some of our more ambitious lords have formed the so-called Union of Nobility and deposed King Wenceslaus. In a world governed by God and greed, it seems that not even monarchs are safe. Now I too have been swept up by this chaos. They call me Jan Zizka for the eye that I lost in my youth. For most of my life, I tended to my family's small estate in Trocnova, while all around me, our homeland slowly went to the dogs. Once I inherited the land, I sold it to seek my fortune in Prague, where I became a retainer of the court. Now, with no king to serve and enemies closing in on all sides, I must once more forge a new life for myself. Having gathered what little I own, I set out into the country. There, in this vibrant land of verdant forests, majestic mountains, and rushing rivers, I shall seek out those bold men who would join me in a desperate battle against this foul tyranny. My enemies take me for a fool, mocking me as One-Eyed Zizka, but it is they who cannot see. Like the one-eyed god of whom the men in the far north tell tales, I have a talent for the art of war.
That's an interesting reference to Odin, a god from the Norse mythology. So let's see, apparently he is out in the country of Bohemia, and now he gonna find a way on how to survive apparently. So destroy Heinrich of Ronsberg's castle. Jan Zizka is restricted to castle age and can support population limits of 75. You have no way to obtain villagers, plunder enemy convoys, farms and villages to acquire resources, and scout the map for production buildings to assume control of. Very good to know about that. So it'll be a very good scenario where we have to plunder and also dominate places. So Ronsberg castle is heavily fortified. Avoid it until you command a large military force and siege equipment. Interesting. Destroying local settlements yields considerable plunder in the short term, but conquering them will assure a consistent flow of supplies. So that's a choice that I can have. I'm probably gonna plunder because that's related to achievement, so I'm gonna plunder everything. The aristocrat Jan Sokol has taken an interest in Jan Zizka's skill set. Continue to impress him with successful exploits and he will support your army. Hey, that's pretty interesting. So, okay, good. Jan Zizka one tile, and a small company of mercenaries camped in the north, poised to strike at the Hosberg possessions in southern Bohemia. Heinrich Hosberg, Turing, Zizka main adversary, resides in his fortified citadel to the far south. It has sent out armored patrols in search of brigands. Heinrich trains crossbowmen, pikemen, and scorpions. Okay, so we're probably gonna fight another Bohemian. And Bohemian peasants fight prey on several local settlements scattered around the countryside. These are occupied by Rosberg forces, 3 orange, comprised of a wide assortment of military units. Vulnerable convoys of supplies regularly travel the main roads to Rosberg Castle. Good to know about that. So Orange faction, the unit of nobility for yellow, is based inside of Ronsberg Castle, whereas Heinrich policy is primarily defensive. The unit is far more belligerent and will send out sorties of cavalry and swordsmen to hunt down Zizka and his mercenaries. Okay, so these guys gonna attack me probably. And I'm gonna need to plunder around.
The Rosenberg scum rule this region from their citadel in the south. We shall tear it down, brick by brick.
Ano, jak žádáš. Co přikazuješ?
We will
Ano,
need
rozumím.
resources to
Jak
sustain
žádá,
our
pane.
army. Harry these lands and rob
Jak
our
žádá,
enemies
rozumím.
so that we might eat instead.
Do útoku! Ano,
You are
jak
a
žádáš.
unique specimen, Jan of Trocnova.
Do útoku!
I shall watch your exploits with keen interest.
This settlement will provide us with meager supplies, but if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles
rozumím.
for our own.
Vašim službám, rozumím, ano, pane. Co přikazuješ? Jak žádáš. Do útoku!
Okay, let's destroy it. Can I lure him?
Ano, do útoku!
What we have
I
here?
despise the slaying of innocents.
Co
But the
přikazuješ?
surplus is necessary to grow our fighting force. We can use these buildings to support our bands of raiders.
Ano, rozumím, ano, pane. Rozumím. Jak,
Ano,
jak
pane.
žádáš. Co přikazuješ?
Do zbraně!
Vašim službám.
Bojujme!
Co přikazuješ? Vašim službám. Ano,
Ano,
pane.
do zbraně!
Vašim službám. Ano, do útoku.
Bravo, Jan Zizka, bravo! Take this gold and hire some mercenaries.
Vašim
Ano,
službám.
pane.
Žádáš. Ano, rozumím. Co přikazuješ?
Ano.
Jak
Ano, pane.
žádáš.
Okay, now my camp gonna serve as my as only way to
přikazuješ?
defend myself.
Ano, jak
Rozumím.
rozumím.
Ano, pane.
Vašim službám.
Do
Ano,
útoku.
jak
Ano,
žádám.
pane.
Vašim
Ano,
službám.
Oh, there's some cows here. Okay, let me read this. So, plunder enemy supply convoys with additional resources, okay? Patrol capture cows in the middle, north of our camp to obtain additional food. Important. Conquer local settlements so that the inhabitants will provide you with resources. Ah. So that's basically what I know, and destroy local settlements, economic buildings to plunder the resources. So I can keep them or destroy them, I'm gonna destroy anyway, but the cows are interesting.
Ano, rozumím, jak žádáš.
We can pasture these cows north of our camp. Their milk will keep our
Co
bold
přikazuješ?
fighters.
Rozumím, jak žádáš. Ano, rozumím. Ano, pane. Co přikazuješ? Žádáš. K vašim rozumím, žádáš. Ano, co přikazuješ? Vašim rozumím, žádáš. Do útoku, co přikazuješ? Ano, pane. Ano, pane, bojujme, ano, rozumím, rozumím, bojujme. Ano, ano, pane, ano, pane, žádá, ano, pane, rozumí, rozumí, ano, pane, žádá, ano, pane, vašim službám, bojujme, ano, pane, jak rozumí, žádá, rozumím, do útoku.
This settlement will provide us with meager supplies. But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
Vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? Ano, jak žádáš. K vašim službám. Rozumím, ano, rozumím.
Okay, so there's more here.
I despise the slaying of innocents, but this surplus is necessary to grow our fighting force.
Co přikazuješ? Žádáš. Ano, jak žádáš. Jak rozumím, žádáš. Co přikazuješ? Rozumím. Do útoku. K vašim službám, rozumím. Co přikazuješ? Rozumím, jak žádáš.
You cover yourself in glory without becoming arrogant,
S vašim
Yamato.
službám.
Now gird your armies with this equipment as well.
This settlement will provide us with meager supplies, but if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
What is
Co
this?
přikazuješ?
More rats come to spoil our supply store. Saddle up, my knights. We will have something to say about that.
Okay, I need to plunder something here.
Ano. Co přikazuješ? Bojujme. Ano. Co přikazuješ? Rozumím, ano, rozumím. Jak žádám, pane.
I despise the slaying of innocents, but this surplus is necessary to grow our fighting force.
Do you hear the rhythm of boots and the din of thundering hooves? My armies come to stomp you out like the vermin that you are.
Ano. Jak rozumím. Žádáš. Ano, pane. Žádáš. Co přikazuješ? Žádáš. Do zbraně. Rozumím, žádáš.
Please. Hopefully nothing gonna really affect my fishing operation here.
Ano, ano, pane, ano, pane, co přikazuješ? Bojujme!
You guys go to the tower. Great.
Ano, ano, pane, ano, pane, žádáš.
I can appreciate a man who fights valiantly under unfavorable conditions. I offer you these fighting men as a token of my favor. Now bring fire and ruin to our traitorous enemies.
Are all of my enemies Bohemians? Oh, the Union of Nobility is Teuton.
Vašim službám žádáš. Co přikazuješ? Rozumím. Ano, pane. K vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? Jak žádáš. Ano. Ano, pane. Ano, pane. Co přikazuješ? Jak žádáš.
So my hero is pretty strong, and he has a mace.
Vašim
So
službám.
kind of cool.
Ano, rozumím.
And he cannot really level up as the heroes in the Polish campaign.
Ano.
But no trouble.
Jak žádáš. Ano, rozumím. Ano, pane.
Now let's try to dominate here.
K vašim službám. Rozumím. Co přikazuješ? Ano, pane. K vašim službám. Jak žádáš.
Now I'm probably gonna need to keep some resources and try to use them in a smart way.
Ano, rozumím. Ano, pane. Co přikazuješ? Do zbraně! Vašim službám! Co přikazuješ? Ano, rozumím, pan, ano, pan, rozumím, pan, ano, pan, žádáš. Rozumím, pan, rozumím, pan, rozumím. Bojujme! Ano, jak rozumím, žádáš.
Bravo, Jan Zizka, bravo! Take this gold and hire some mercenaries with it.
Leave my possessions alone, Marauder, and I will offer you a persist, and I will watch your long
Vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? Bojujme! Do zbraně! Ano, rozumím, ano, pane. Do zbraně! Vašim žádám, rozumím, žádáš. Rozumím, ano, pane, žádáš.
This settlement will provide us with meager supplies. But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
They pick up. Oh, so they pick up weapons. That's pretty cool. That's a nice trigger.
Ano, jak žádáš.
Now let's explore even further here.
Co přikazuješ? Žádáš. K vašim službám. Ano, bojujme. K vašim službám. Bojujme. Ano, ano, rozumím. K vašim službám. Rozumím. Co přikazuješ? Do zbraně.
What do we have here?
Ano, ano, pane, rozumím. Ano, pane.
Nice.
K vašim službám.
I despise the slaying of innocents.
Rozumím,
This surplus is necessary to grow our fighting force. We can pass through these cows north of our camp. Their milk will keep our bold fighters strong. We can pass through these cows north of our camp. Their milk will keep our bold fighters strong.
Ano, rozumím. Co přikazuješ? Rozumím. Vašim službám. Ano, jak rozumím. Vašim službám. Žádáš.
Do you hear the rhythm of boots and the din of thundering hooves? My armies come to
Co přikazuješ? Žádáš. Ano, rozumím. Ano, pane, žádáš. Rozumím. K vašim službám. Ano, ano, pane, žádáš. Co přikazuješ? Žádáš. Ano, rozumím. Ano, pane, jak žádáš. Ano, pan, rozumím. Co přikazuješ? Jak žádáš. Ano, rozumím.
You cover yourself in glory without becoming arrogant, Yana Protsnova. Now gird your armies with this equipment as well.
Oh,
Co
can't
přikazuješ?
keep it run? That's pretty good.
Ano, pane,
We don't have
žádáš.
enough wood. So far.
Rozumím. Žádáš. Ano. K vašim službám. Ano, rozumím. Ano, pane. K vašim službám. Jak žádáš. Rozumím. Žádáš. Co přikazuješ? Rozumím. Jak žádáš.
Now let's
Ano,
get
pane.
here.
Žádáš.
What else we can find there?
Ano, rozumím. Ano, rozumím. Co přikazuješ? Jak žádáš. Ano. Bojujme! Vašim službám.
Oh, that's whisper guy. That's some pikemen that are gonna miss.
I can appreciate a man who fights valiantly under unfavorable conditions. I offer you these fighting men as a token of my favor. Now bring fire and ruin to our traitorous
Vašim
enemies.
službám. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Jak žádáš. Rozumím. Žádáš. Co přikazuješ? Ano, pane. Žádáš.
What else we have here? Look, there's a city here.
Vašim službám. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Vašim službám. Žádáš.
Well, let's try to lure the forces located here.
Co přikazuješ? Rozumím. Ano.
We
Bojujme.
can use these buildings to support our bands of raiders.
Co přikazuješ? Ano, rozumím. Vašim službám. Jak žádáš.
Interesting.
Ano. Vašim službám. Jak žádáš. Bojujme. Ano, rozumím. Jak žádáš. Co
This
přikazuješ?
settlement will provide us with meager supplies. But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
Ano, do útoku. Bojujme. Vašim službám.
Okay. Some wolves.
I despise the slaying of innocents, but this surplus is necessary to grow our fighting force. Protect this market. We cannot obtain another.
Do you hear the rhythm of boots and the din of thundering hooves? My armies come to stomp you out, like the vermin that you are.
What is my abilities? Blacksmith, monasteries and reverses are cheaper. The last 100, that's pretty big. Chemistry and hand cannoneer of Aben Castle Age. That's huge. Spearman ideals plus 25%. Oh, I should do more spearman. Definitely. When he came down is free. For sanctity effect villagers. Oh. Oh wow. Okay. Beside wagon, siege weapon, hooven ice, bomber cannon. And we have Wagenburi tactics and Hussite forms. There are many wolves out there. Okay, let's try to get here. Fight with army here and destroy this on construction here. Probably gonna give me more resources. Oh. There's even more towns here. That's something big to me.
Do útoku! Ano, do zbraně! Co přikazuješ? Ano, žádáš. Rozumím, jak žádáš. Rozumím, jak žádáš. Do útoku!
Good.
Ano.
Bravo, Jan Zizka, bravo! Take this gold and hire some mercenaries.
Rozumím, žádáš. Do zbraně! Ano, rozumím, žádáš. K vašim službám. Ano, rozumím. Ano, pane, žádáš.
Do I get any food doing this? Probably not.
Ano, rozumím.
We can use these buildings to support our bands of raiders.
Co přikazuješ?
Oh, they don't have cavalry archers.
Rozumím, žádáš. Ano, rozumím. Co přikazuješ? Žádáš.
Oh, good. What is the capacity? Oh,
Ano, jak žádáš.
I wish I could have more gold.
Co přikazuješ? Rozumím.
So that's probably kind of Easter egg that's gonna help me a lot to get across the enemy
Vašim
lines.
službám.
And interesting, we don't have covering archers, so pretty unique. So there's probably a camp here to pillage.
K vašim službám. Ano, ano, rozumím. Bojujme. K vašim službám. Ano, ano, pane, žádáš. Vašim službám. Ano, bojujme, bojujme.
Do you hear the rhythm of boots and the din of thundering hooves? My armies come to stomp you out, like the vermin that you are.
This
Rosenberg
settlement will
forces.
provide us with meager supplies. But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
Ano, ano, rozumím. Do útoku.
Where are the rest of the counts? Oh, they're coming.
Co přikazuješ? Jak žádáš?
That's achievement.
I despise the slaying of innocents, but this surplus is necessary to grow our fighting force.
Vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? Ano, rozumím. Žádáš. Rozumím. Ano, pane.
Oh crap. Probably gonna have to think for a while. Do I have a trickle of food now?
Ano. Co přikazuješ? K vašim službám. Rozumím. Co přikazuješ? K vašim službám.
Well, it's tried everything, so now it's time for Enrich.
Co přikazuješ? Vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? Vašim službám. Ano. Ano, pane, rozumím. Co přikazuješ? Ano, rozumím. Žádáš. Ano, ano, pane. Vašim službám. Žádáš. Co přikazuješ? K vašim službám. To zbrojíme.
So let's put forth my cavalry and try to search around what we have here.
Ano, rozumím. Žádáš. K vašim službám. Do útoku. Ano, rozumím. Ano, pane. Co přikazuješ? Do zbraně. Ano, bojujme. Co přikazuješ? Do zbraně. Vaším službám, pane. Ano, rozumím. Ano, pane. Ano, pane. Ano, pane. Žádáš. K vašim službám, jak žádáš. Bojujme. Co přikazuješ? Bojujme.
You cover yourself in glory without becoming arrogant, Yamatrotslova.
Ano,
Now gird your armies with this equipment as well.
Co přikazuješ? Žádáš. Vašim službám. Zbraně. Ano, jak žádáš.
assails my castle walls.
Co přikazuješ? Bojujme.
Bring any survivors to my dungeon.
Vašim službám. Přikazuješ. Vašim službám. Zbraně.
Your demented sadism is at an end, Henrik. I am here to dispatch you to the fires of hell.
Ano, bojujme. Vašim službám. Rozumím. Co přikazuješ? Do útoku. Vašim službám. Bojujme. Co přikazuješ? Žádáš. Vašim službám.
You think me doomed, you rat? But I left the castle long ago.
Co přikazuješ? Do útoku. Zbraně. Ano, rozumím.
Justice pursues you at the point of a blade, Henrik. Run while you can, you lousy fiend.
Yep. We made it. So my first Bohemian victory, and also the achievement Vicious Marauder, where we assaulted every enemy village. And we plundered them, gathered resources, managed to gather enough resources, and went to the assault. And we did the right timing, without clashing with the big Teutonic army against us. So very good, very strategical, and very nice scenario with very cool achievement.
It is strangely gratifying to destroy the livelihoods of those who have extinguished your own. Yet, life on the road as a hired sword is perilous. When you walk the edge of a knife, any error may prove fatal. While I was busy razing the Rosenberg fortress to a smoldering ruin, Heinrich's forces captured a mercenary band led by my own brother. For refusing to give us up, he was cruelly slain along with his men. I came too late to rescue him, and my rash decision left me chained in a cell, awaiting my grim fate. I can only pray to God that I might prove as steadfast and unyielding in the face of torment and death as my brother was.
Well, that's it. GG. And we did a very good kill and death ratio. Though we had to make several knights in order to actually light cavalry and then knights to fight back. And it was the best cost beneficial units that I could get. And I think that it was a very good decision. And along with that, we did a lot of food collected and also some gold, by the way. Map, very good. So we explored a lot, and also we had accounts. Okay, so return to the map. Apparently there was a chance that I could get the villager, maybe. That would be possible. the Union of Nobility, the Teutons here. Apparently, if I destroy this, they will stop sending soldiers against me. Okay. And I managed to get enough cows, so very good. And very nice that while we fight, while we fend off the enemies, we can get some extra resources. So pretty cool, pretty amazing. And apparently there was something really bad going on. Oh yeah, that was the last fishing place here. For that I would need to do some fishing traps. And also I lost my market, which was a shame. But since it was very close to the end, I just risked myself and rushed here. And that was correct decision, although this is extremely bad. Got some very good crossbowmen here. Well, that was it, GG. It was about to destroy the castle, and I did the right thing here. So, thanks for watching, and I see you next time.